Don't you know that you yourselves are God's temple, and that God's Spirit dwells in your midst? 1 Corinthians, I have the right to do anything, you say, but not everything is beneficial. I have the right to do anything, but I will not be mastered by anything. Be careful, however, that the exercise of your rights does not become a stumbling block to the weak. So if you think you are standing firm, be careful that you don't fall. So whether you eat or drink or whatever you do it all for the glory of God. For as woman came from man, so also man is born of woman. But everything comes from God. There are different kinds of gifts, but the same Spirit distributes them. Even so, the body is not made up of one part, but of many. If I speak in human or angelic tongues, but do not have love, I am only a resounding gong or a clanging cymbal. Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. And now these three remain: faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of these is love. One, follow the way of love and eagerly desire spiritual gifts, especially the gift of prophecy. Do not be misled. Bad company corrupts good character. Be on your guard. Stand firm in the faith. Be courageous. Be strong. Remember this: whoever sows sparingly will also reap sparingly, and whoever sows generously will also reap generously. There is a time for everything, and a season for every activity under the heavens, a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance. Therefore each of you must put off falsehood and speak truthfully to your neighbor, for we are all members of one body. Do not let any unwholesome talk come out of your mouths, but only what is helpful for building others up according to their needs, that it may benefit those who listen. Get rid of all bitterness, rage and anger, brawling and slander, along with every form of malice. Have nothing to do with the fruitless deeds of darkness, but rather expose them. Be very careful then how you live, not as unwise but as wise. For our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the powers of this dark world, and against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms. Have you experienced so much in vain, if it really was in vain? But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness. We must pay the most careful attention, therefore, to what we have heard, so that we do not drift away. And let us consider how we may spur one another on toward love and good deeds. Now faith is being sure of what we hope for, and certain of what we do not see. Make level paths for your feet, so that the lame may not be disabled, but rather healed. Keep on loving one another as brothers and sisters. Do not forget to show hospitality to strangers, for by so doing some people have shown hospitality to angels without knowing it. Woe to those who call evil good and good evil, who put darkness for light and light for darkness, who put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, for the sun rises with scorching heat and withers the plant. Its blossom falls and its beauty is destroyed. In the same way, the rich will fade away even while they go about their business. My dear brothers and sisters, take note of this. Everyone should be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to become angry. You see that people are justified by what they do, and not by faith alone. What causes fights and quarrels among you? Don't they come from your desires that battle within you? Is anyone among you in trouble? Let them pray. Is anyone happy? Let them sing songs of praise. The heart is deceitful above all things and beyond cure. Who can understand it? The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. Flesh gives birth to flesh, but the Spirit gives birth to spirit. Stop judging by mere appearances, but instead judge correctly. I am the Good Shepherd. The Good Shepherd lays down his life for the sheep. A new command I give you: love one another. As I have loved you, so you must love one another. My command is this: love each other as I have loved you. Greater love has no one than this, to lay down one's life for one's friends. Sanctify them by the truth. Your word is truth. If we claim to be without sin, we deceive ourselves and the truth is not in us. Dear children, let us not love with words or tongue, but with actions and in truth. Whoever does not love does not know God, because God is love. They are from the world and therefore speak from the viewpoint of the world, and the world listens to them. There is no fear in love, but perfect love drives out fear, because fear has to do with punishment. The one who fears is not made perfect in love, because of the truth, which lives in us and will be with us forever. I have no greater joy than to hear that my children are walking in the truth. Mercy, peace, and love be yours in abundance. Do to others as you would have them do to you. What good is it for you to gain the whole world yet forfeit your soul? Blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the earth. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they will be filled. Blessed are the merciful, for they will be shown mercy. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God. But I tell you, love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you. Do not store up for yourselves treasures on earth, where moth and rust destroy, and where thieves break in and steal. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. What good will it be for you to gain the whole world, yet forfeit your soul? Or what can you give in exchange for your soul? Do not judge, or you too will be judged. Ask, and it will be given to you. Seek, and you will find. Knock, and the door will be opened to you. For everyone who asks receives, those who seek find, and to those who knock the door will be opened. Enter through the narrow gate. For wide is the gate, and broad is the road that leads to destruction, and many enter through it. Watch out for false prophets. They come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ferocious wolves. And the second is like it: love your neighbor as yourself. Finally, all of you, be like-minded, be sympathetic, love one another, be compassionate and humble, be alert and of sober mind. Your enemy, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion looking for someone to devour. For this very reason, make every effort to add to your faith goodness, and to goodness knowledge, and to knowledge self-control, and to self-control perseverance, and to perseverance godliness, and to godliness mutual affection, and to mutual affection love. Do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit. Rather, in humility value others above yourselves. Philippians, above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. Pride goes before destruction, a haughty spirit before a fall. A cheerful heart is good medicine, but a crushed spirit dries up the bones. Start children off on the way they should go, and even when they are old they will not turn from it. Where there is no revelation, people cast off restraint, but blessed are those who heed wisdom's instruction. Blessed are those who do not walk in step with the wicked, or stand in the way that sinners take, or sit in the company of mockers. For all have sinned and fall short of the glory of God. What shall we say then? Shall we go on sinning so that grace may increase? For sin shall no longer be your master, because you are not under the law but under grace. I urge you, brothers and sisters, to watch out for those who cause divisions and put obstacles in your way that are contrary to the teaching you have learned. Keep away from them. The mind controlled by the sinful nature is death, but the mind controlled by the Spirit is life and peace. I consider that our present sufferings are not worth comparing with the glory that will be revealed in us. Love must be sincere. Hate what is evil. Cling to what is good. Be devoted to one another in love. Honor one another above yourselves. Be joyful in hope.